There seems to be a misconception on who can be a magistrate. It is for representation from society. We are able to listen to victims of crime. Although we can't change what has happened, they know that someone has heard what they needed them to, and we have made a fair and just decision. Hello, my name is Swati and I have been a magistrate for 12 months. A magistrate is a volunteer who can come from any walk of life in the society, who serves the community by making sound decisions in criminal and family courts. You normally sit with two other magistrates with the guidance of a legal advisor. It's very rare you even sit with the same people again because there are such a variety of magistrates. What people don't know about the magistracy is that it is for representation from society. Working parents, people who work full-time, students, retirees. I think only then can you get that diverse perspective. You are one person sitting on a bench of three people and you have equal weighting in any decisions you make. There's a significant variety in the types of cases we see in Magistrates Court. They will range from the low-level traffic offences, petty theft, all the way through to the first stop for something more extreme like aggressive behaviour, murder, burglary. 95% of cases go through the Magistrates Court as a first stop. So we do hear about these cases. Our jurisdiction is limited and therefore we do send them up to Crown Court. In Crown Court, the decision is usually made by a cross-section of a jury and the sentence is passed by the Crown Court judge. Currently, the sentencing powers of magistrates include disqualification from driving, imposing fines, imposing compensation orders, sentencing up to 12 months for a single offence, and restraining orders. Cases that are heard in the Magistrates Court tend to be resolved more swiftly and more cost-effectively than those in Crown Court. So when I told my friends and family that I wanted to be a magistrate, they were all surprised a little bit. I think there is this misconception that you need to have legal experience of some sort. I wasn't aware of the amount of support you get, the amount of training you get. I think everything in life needs a balance and you find time for what it is you want to be doing. I do have a full-time job, but I find time to give back. I've given back in the past. It's for a minimum of 13 days a year, but that can be part-time and that can work around your own schedules, and there is a full week's worth of training before you do your first observation. There's a lot to do. You are listening, you are making notes, you are reading up on the case history, you're referring to the sentencing guidelines. I think what makes me feel most proud is the fact that we are able to listen to victims of crime, and although we can't change what has happened, they know that someone has heard what they needed them to. There is a sense of fulfillment when we know that that person feels that we have heard what they had to say and we have made a fair and just decision. I remember coming out of the courtroom on my first sitting. At the end of that day, I felt such a sense of achievement because I had directly contributed to making society safer.